10 hours on the clock. The 27th Motul Petit Lemans is green, and Jack Aiken jumps away to an early lead, and that's really caught out Matt Campbell. Through comes the Cadillac, and the BMW has made the best start there. BMW Team RLL, Conor de Felipe taking advantage of the pole man in front of him jumping early, timed his run to the line perfectly. Here's the GTD field coming through, mixed GTD and GTD Pro. Remember, it was the number 77 Rexy of EO Racing and Lauren Heinrich who had the pole position, and I think he's held on to that from Tommy Milner in second place. Pretty clean start, but Jack Aiken, did he watch Maverick last night? He looks like he's been shot from a steam catapult. He is gone.
Well, when we talked about the level of excitement, ready to go, he was ready to go. He got on the throttle, but interestingly, and very much
advantage, I believe. I think you're spot on there, Jeremy, because remember, that was only the first stop for that number 40 car in the hands of Jordan Taylor. His brother's gone through now as well. Meantime, in GTD, Dragon Speed Ferrari having a look up the inside at turn 6 as well. That Dragon Speed car having a crack at battle at the moment. There's fantastic scraps going on. He was having a look at Francois Hérault in the F Corsa car. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Well, yeah, the number 77 car stopped there, wasn't it, on the side of the road?
Meantime, at the front of the field, the racing continues. We stay under green flag, 8.5 hours to go. I still think Andler has got issues, Jeremy, with his gear selection, because he's losing time. And I think that car will have to come in the pit. It will have to come into the pit. Right.
I think it stopped on the side of the road. He exited turn 7.
Side by side in turn 1, and BMW goes past Porsche. And that is the... Well, it's moving again now. This cannot be good. He could not be straight and then had to drive all the way to the end of the race. And now we've got a problem for a BMW. And it is the number 25 of Nick Yellowly. This is the BMW M Hybrid in 6th position. That car stopped coming out of turn number 7 and is now running on the right-hand side of the circuit. He drifts back onto the racing line. So a bit of drama there for Nick Yellowly. As that BMW M coloured car comes down the hill. It's the one with the white pinstripe lining around the intakes at the front. He comes across to the right hand side. I think he's pitting. Yes, he is pitting. So with 6 hours and 6 minutes to go, this is the better placed of the two Team RLL cars coming into the pit lane. Now, question is the team ready for it? Going to Diana's end of things. D. Binks watching this car coming towards her.
They are getting ready. They were just running as you started to talk, John, to get ready to come in here. The car has just arrived in, number 25. That one. And off they go. So quite a lot of dust and sparks around here as they head out onto the track. But other than that, no other cars in the pit lane as yet. But as I say, it's almost a beautiful time this time of night when it's just slightly getting darker, but it's still very, very pleasant for someone that's always cold. So I'm not complaining about the cold.
Dave Alcock says now the track temperature is dropping, and given how critical track position is, you think some teams might sacrifice changing tyres for better track position in expectation of double stinting tyres with less degradation. I think they will, Dave. I really do, and particularly if you've got half a stint at the end, I think it's almost inevitable that.
So, you know, hands down, that 0-1-2 has been, that's the driver of the race so far.
And certainly worthy winners of our final BDO nose strategy. Oh no, hang on a minute. This is a disaster. The number 01 car's going to have to come to the pit lane. It's lost its left-hand headlight. Exactly what we were talking about earlier on. It will have to pit with 4 minutes to go. They're going to have to put a new nose on. They're not going to win this race. It cannot continue. They will get an orange and black technical problem flag. This is a mechanical. They can't just keep going round. There's safety here as they're coming up on other cars. They will have to pin it. Oh, they've come back on again. Oh my goodness, they've come back on again. What are they doing to us? Headlight went off as they came into turn 10A. It's come back on at turn 6. IMSA will be looking at that. Ooh, every time Renger van der Zande flashes the lights, my heart is in the mouth. I wouldn't be turning them off and on again. I really wouldn't. It'll be white flag at 2.5 miles this time. As he comes through, the gap has gone up to 4 seconds. 2.5 miles at Road Atlanta. 12 corners, make that 11 now between Renger van der Zande, a dodgy light switch, and a victory with Nick Tandy within 2.6 seconds. And he's right in behind the Triassi Ferraris. He comes through to turn 5. Oh, the lights are out. The lights have... And they've gone back on again. Oh my goodness. Well, he can't. He must not keep turning those lights off. He keeps flashing them, but it's turning the whole system on and off. It's too late now. He'll come and cross the finish line, and then it'll be up to IMSA to decide whether they disqualify him or not.
He hasn't got a black flag yet, I don't think so.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't had the mechanical.
No,
he hasn't had the mechanical. Fine. 2 corners to go. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light. They're all on now, and that's all that matters. He's flashing them as he takes the checkered flag. It's been drama-packed in the 2024 Motul Petit Lemans. It's a Cadillac win for Cadillac Racing. Renger van der Zande with heart-stopping moments at the end. I'm not sure what his heart was doing, but the lights flatlined a couple of times. And Chip Ganassi signs off their time with Cadillac with a victory in one of the biggest races of the season. Nick Tandy in Porsche Penske Motorsport in the 6 car leads home a 2-3 for Penske and Porsche, with Felipe Nasr and the number 7 crew. Dane Cameron still hasn't won Petit Le Mans, but he's won the Drivers' Championship. Jordan Pepper comes through to win in GTD Pro ahead of Daniel Serra and Ross Gunn, who will miss out on the championship by just 4 points. Let's go to the race winner first, Shay Adam.
With Sebastian Bourdais, who is over the moon. This is the ultimate fairy tale. One last race to get it all done, and they did for Cadillac Chip Ganassi Racing. And Seb, he's just found Scott Dixon and jumped in.
Where are they all? Here they are. Yeah, in the overall, the GTP points table, Dane Cameron and Felipe Nasr will have, will 113-point lead, I think they have at the end, 29.82 to 28.69. The Cadillac Racing number 01 car just 5 points behind the Porsche at the end of the championship. So they scored more points in qualifying than anybody else in the 01 car. Just came up a little bit short on the results. Manufacturers Championship, that goes to Porsche. LMP2, the 4th place finish, a fine run in the closing stages by Tom Dillman, secures that championship for himself and Nick Boole. For Inter-Europol by PR1 Matheson Motorsports, number 52 car, 22.27 to the 21.66 of the Riley team in car number 74. They are second in GTD Pro. We already talked about that 4-point edge racing, quite amazing. And in